Coming to you from lovely downtown Santa Rosa, it's the Backstage Sonoma Radio Show. And now, here's your host, Steve Roby.
From Cows FM, it's Backstage Sonoma, and I'm Steve Roby. Tracorum's unique sound is a blend of southern rock, soul, honky tonk, and roots Americana. Their rhythmic diversity adds elements of funk, Caribbean, and gospel stomp to their unique, feel-good sound. Hailing from San Francisco, the eclectic four-piece group has shared the stage with greats such as the Robert Randolph Family Band, Trombone Shorty, and many others. I caught up with Fletcher Nielsen, Tracorum's band leader and songwriter, to discuss their new album, musical mission, and upcoming show at the Sweetwater Music Hall in Mill Valley. But first, let's get a taste of Tricorum with the classic Delta Lady. Fletcher Nielsen joins us now. Welcome to the show, Fletcher.
Thanks, Steve. Appreciate you having me.
So glad you could be here. Why don't we start off with the band's beginnings, your roots, how and when did you come together, and who were some of your musical influences?
Yeah, the band started some time ago. We were a duo originally. I had moved to San Francisco to go to jazz school at San Francisco State University, and I was writing a bunch of songs, and I met up with a local drummer, Tom Murrock, and him and I started the band as a duo, just as a platform to sort of showcase songs and work out arrangements.
Mm-hmm.
And then the project grew from there. We added a bass player years later, became a trio, and it's been a variety of a quartet format since then and been grown into what it is today. Musical influences, thanks for the introduction there, and they're very varied. I grew up on the west coast of Florida, where every style of music is pretty prominent, from Southern blues and Delta blues to Cuban music and Caribbean music. Obviously, Leon Russell, I think he played a version of us playing Delta Lady,
right.
Big influence. Lots of the blues piano players, New Orleans music. My grandmother was born in New Orleans, so I've always had a kinship with that city and all the different types of rhythm and blues that have come out of there as well.
Absolutely. Well, why don't you tell me who's in the band and what instrument do they play?
So on drums, I've got Daria Shawnee Johnson. She is a local drummer. I've got Ben Andrews. He plays fiddle and guitar in the band. Paul Martin Sounder is playing the bass. And then I'm holding down the piano, sometimes guitar, harmonica, and some vocals.
It sounds like you do it all.
Yeah. We switch around. We all like to mix it up.
I understand the group has a musical mission. Can you share what that is with our listeners?
Well, I guess the mission is that we try to take the audience or the listener on a journey when we perform live. So we mix all of our influences and try to weave a pathway that eventually leads to movement, to sort of an engendering of a spirit within the audience and with ourselves. It's like a communication. In the end, hopefully spirits are raised and people leave feeling much better than they did when they came.
I understand you're working on your fourth studio album, which will be released this year. How's that coming along?
Yeah, it's coming along great. All the tracks are in the can. The name of the album is Thin Wire, and we have taken an exploration into reggae and kind of Latin Cuban. We play a lot of reggae, original reggae here and there throughout our sets, and instead of sort of sparsing it between different albums, we decided to make a reggae and Latin focused album. So this next album, Thin Wire, is going to be centered around that. It's 8 original tracks of reggae infused Latin disco kind of sounding music. And we're excited to get that out to the world.
When can we look forward to that?
I think that will probably be a November or December release.
Sounds good.
Working on finishing it up.
Where does the title come from? What does that reference?
There is a song on the album called Thin Wire, and there's a lyric that says, "We are riding on thin wire." That paradigm of we're sort of walking on the edge at the moment, I think, in a lot of ways. I think music prevails, and that's sort of the message underneath all of that.
Absolutely. You sent over some music to share with our listeners. The first track I'm going to play is called The Lesson. What can you tell us about this one?
The Lesson, it's the title of our second studio album. It is an ode to, love stories and also chasing a dream. And sort of at the end of those journeys, I think you tend to realize that we're all sort of the same. We're all in the same boat, kind of dealing with the same things. And there's probably a lot more that we are relatable with each other than there is unrelatable. Yeah, and it's a kind of a classic rock and roll song, and we started playing it again recently, and I hope the listeners enjoy it.
Okay, well, let's listen to it now. This is called The Lesson by Tracorum, and you're listening to Cows FM.
If I had a book full of all my thoughts, well, you really never understand. I've been feeling kind of funny. Mostly I've been feeling fine. As it draws near and near, where soon it's gonna be our time. So what man, if you come to see me, baby, 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 please don't fret. I've been trying to learn my lessons, but I just ain't learned them yet. Maybe if you could tell me the reasons why you got to play your game. Well, I'd say, hey, baby, I'll see you later, since you're all the same. Then I called you up early in the morning, just to see what's on your mind. Well, I know you won't answer my call. If you ain't got the time, but baby, that's just fine. You become a part of my past. Where you're living, well, I just don't ask. It might be some foolish pride, like Frankie Lee. I don't know if I'll survive, 'cause this one, it hurt me deep. Cure is the music and it's always so sweet. I get right back, my feet again. Win or lose never mattered in the end. But man, if you come to see me, baby, 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 please don't fret. 'Cause I've been trying to learn my lessons, but I just ain't learned them yet. Maybe if you could tell me the reasons why you got to play your game. Well, I see it, I'll see you later, since you're all the same. Will never be. Well, we're on our way. There's nothing I can say, except I'll see you when we're swimming through eternity. guesswork at all. Spend my life spreading good vibrations, something she didn't know a whole lot about. When you call, I'll come running. I am a natural born sucker for love. I'm still free of you and I've been working for reggae. So what many of you come to see me, baby, 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 please don't fret. Your light switch loving and your sweet caress, well, they haven't gone and won me yet. Maybe if you could tell me the reasons why you got to play your games. I'll see, hey baby, I'll see you later, since you're all the same. Looks like goodbye forever. I guess I'm gonna see you on the other side. I love you so, and you know that love like ours, it don't ever die. trying to learn my lessons, but I just ain't learning yet. Maybe if you could tell me the reasons why you got to play your game. Well, I say, hey, baby, I'll see you later, since we're all the same.
If you're just joining us, my guest today is Fletcher Nielsen. Fletcher, I should have asked you this at the top of the interview. What's the band's name all about?
So the band name came from an old film that there's a magic spell that creates substitutionary locomotion. So it's a magic incantation to kind of add motion to things that don't have motion. So through music, we try to add spirit to the room and bring that forth.
Cool. I like it. Fletcher, let's play another track of yours, and this one is called Back to New Orleans. What's the backstory with this one?
Like I mentioned before, my grandmother's from New Orleans. And ever since I've been there, I think I've been to 25 or 27 jazz fests. I think I've missed it once since I was 16, and I'm sort of always longing to go back there. My heart is sort of there, and in the end of days, I think I probably find myself there and enjoying that culture and that feeling that that beautiful musical city brings.
It's a beautiful place. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's listen to the track Back to New Orleans here on Cows FM.
I'm going back to New Orleans just as soon as I can go. I'm going back to New Orleans just as soon as I can go. Back to the land of Cajun women and seafood gumbo. See, I won't cry no more, just gonna dance the night away. Just gonna dance the night away. Sweet New Orleans, well, that's where I'm gonna stay. When I get to New Orleans, where the sun will surely shine. When I get to New Orleans, where the sun will surely shine. If I don't get to New Orleans, well, I'll surely lose my mind. See, when I'm dead and gone, baby, me in sweet New Orleans. When I'm dead and gone, baby, me in sweet New Orleans. When I'm dead and gone, I'll be second line on the riverboat lane. and seafood gumbo. So when I'm dead and gone, baby, me and sweet rolling. When I'm dead and gone, baby, me and sweet rolling. When I'm dead and gone, when I'm dead and gone, when I'm dead and gone, I'll be a second line on the riverboat queen.
Fletcher Nielsen from the band Tracorum is my guest today on Backstage Sonoma. For a band that's been together for over 10 years, is there a show that stands out from all the rest for you?
We've had some great shows over the years. I think anytime, I can't say one particular, but I think anytime that the community and the communication between the audience and us as a band sort of egging each other on to reach this higher plane is always my favorite shows. I always look forward to those.
Do you have any future projects or tours coming up later this year?
We will be touring more coming in 2025. We've got a show at the Sweetwater Music Hall coming up on Thursday, August 15th. And we're playing more throughout the year. The Sausalito Chili Cook-Off. We've got some bigger outdoor events coming up as well. Mostly staying regional and local for the rest of this year and then push back out nationally in 2025.
All right. Sounds good. Where can I send our listeners to find your music and schedule?
We're on all the normal platforms. If you go to tracorum.com, that's probably the best place to find them all. And then we're on your Facebooks and your Instagrams and all these places, Spotify's, what have you.
Since it's radio, we should probably spell out Tracorum.
It's TRACORUM.com would be the place to find it.
Before I let you go, what can fans look forward to at your upcoming Sweetwater Music Hall show?
Great. Yeah, it's an evening with Tricorum, which is great. We get to just start on a journey, and it'll be probably one long, great set of original music from us, hopefully playing a lot of our original classics and some tasty covers and high spirit, high vibration, and a nice night to come out and listen to some stories and some songs and get together with some like-minded people.
Sounds like an evening to bring your dancing shoes out to the show, right?
I believe so.
All right. Tricorum will perform at the Sweetwater Music Hall on Thursday, August 15th. Doors open at 7 and showtime is 8 p.m. For tickets and more info, please visit sweetwatermusichall.com. Fletcher, thanks so much for stopping by the show today, and have a great show at the Sweetwater.
Steve, thanks so much for having me. Take care.
Backstage Sonoma will be right back after this quick break.
Would you like to be a guest on Backstage Sonoma? It's easy. Drop the host an email at backstagesonoma@gmail.com.
Can't catch the show live? No worries. All Backstage Sonoma interviews and playlists are readily available on BackstageSonoma.com. We appreciate your continued support and listenership.
Thanks for listening to the Backstage Sonoma radio show on Cows FM. Join us next time for more great interviews and music from local and touring musicians.